Good, happy Monday morning, October 18, 2021. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Monday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. It's time to rise and shine and get this Monday off to a good start. So sit back, relax, grab that good cup of coffee, and enjoy this Monday morning edition of The Morning Show with Riley King, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. But first, we're going to start off with your news. And in today's news, first up, booster shot questions about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
And now to the pandemic. Just today, Dr. Fauci said that those who got the one-shot J&J vaccine should feel good about an FDA panel's recommendations on boosters. According to the panel, everyone 18 and older who has gotten the one-shot J&J vaccine should get another shot at least 2 months after that single dose. There is increasing pushback over mandates. Chicago police unions and the city are now at odds over the requirement for officers to report their vaccination status. Here's ABC's Janae Norman.
Tonight, Dr. Anthony Fauci hoping to ease concerns about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine after an FDA panel recommended a booster for the single shot.
I think that they should feel good about it because what the advisors to the FDA felt is that given the data that they saw, very likely this should have been a 2-dose vaccine to begin with.
But Johnson & Johnson telling ABC News there was value in having a single-dose vaccine that could be easily distributed.
In a pandemic situation, the best thing you can do is get out there and vaccinate as much of the population as quickly as possible with one shot.
Unlike Pfizer and Moderna boosters limited to older adults or those at high risk, the FDA panel voting in favor of the J&J booster for anyone 18 and older at least 2 months after getting the single-shot vaccine. As boosters roll out across the country, tonight vaccine mandates facing fierce pushback. A statewide school walkout now just hours away in California as parents plan protests against vaccine requirements for staff and students, and mandates leading to clashes between cities and their police unions. In Chicago, the police union estimated last week that half of its officers were still unvaccinated. The city now fighting it out in court as all city workers, including officers, are required to report their vaccination status or face disciplinary action.
This should have been a very simple issue for us. Get vaccinated, let us know so that we can move forward. But instead it's become a battle of wits.
The stakes high for all Americans, from law enforcement to healthcare workers, like Michelle Webb, who's been treating COVID patients but was hesitant about getting the shot herself. She decided to get the vaccine after attending educational sessions.
Without that education, I think I would have been really questioning myself, did I make the right choice?
Those mandate showdowns erupting as the CDC released data showing that back in August, the unvaccinated had an 11-fold higher risk of dying from COVID during this surge of the Delta variant than those who got the shot.
The unvaccinated 11 times more likely to die. Janae Norman is joining us tonight. Janae, the CDC and FDA will weigh in on those boosters that you just mentioned this week. And then, of course, all eyes will turn to the FDA panel reviewing Pfizer's vaccine for kids 5 to 11. What's the White House advising states to do right now?
Well, Lindsay, the White House is already telling states to pre-order doses of Pfizer's vaccine for 5 to 11-year-olds in hopes of a seamless rollout that could start in about 2.5 weeks. The FDA already reviewing Pfizer's vaccine for kids. The CDC will meet the first week of November.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanop.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Water crisis in Benton Harbor, Michigan. Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
A supercharged Steelers defense.
Residents of Benton Harbor, Michigan are demanding answers. The water crisis there is reminding many of what happened in Flint, Michigan, just 3 hours away. Today, officials distributed bottled water, helping to get the message out that the town's water is not safe to drink and will not be for at least 18 months. ABC's Zachary Keish is there tonight.
Tonight, Benton Harbor's lead levels are shining a grim spotlight on our country's failing infrastructure. The line wraps around the block at distribution sites like this. The tap water is no good.
You wouldn't want your dog to be drinking this water.
Absolutely not. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer now saying the issue will be fixed in the next 18 months.
We've really been living off of the investments of our grandparents and our great-grandparents who built the water treatment plants and who put the pipes in. They are failing.
The lead levels are comparable to Flint, but in Benton Harbor, some 6,000 failing pipes that run in and out of people's homes will need to be replaced.
Sounds to me like the trust has been
broken.
According to the ABC Equity Report released last month, Benton Harbor is not unlike other poor majority non-white cities when it comes to disparities in clean water access. Emma Kennard has been hammering Mayor Muhammad for answers about the amber-colored water at her house since 2018.
It was sizzling, sort of like Alka-Seltzer.
At night, she says her skin itches so bad she needs Benadryl to sleep.
Just say the water is unsafe to drink, unsafe to brush your teeth, unsafe to cook with, unsafe to bathe in, unsafe to make baby formula. That's what you need to say. And if you say that, it will send a message to the people that we have a problem.
Organizers tell us that pallets of water were actually stolen last night, a real example of the dire need out here. Now, in addition to water, at a number of distribution sites are also handing out pre-mixed baby formula, a real example of trying to address the most vulnerable, but also the most susceptible to the long-term impacts of lead exposure. Lindsay?
Such desperation there. Zachary Keish, our thanks to you.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. "17 Missourians kidnapped by gang in Haiti." Let's take a listen to that video from ABC News.
Tonight, with the desperate concerns for the kidnapped American aid workers in Haiti, we're learning more about the men and women as well as the notorious gang believed to be holding them hostage. The 16 Americans and a Canadian are all part of an Ohio-based Christian aid organization. They were on a trip to visit an orphanage outside of Port-au-Prince. Among those taken, 5 are children. Violent gangs have taken further control of the region in the wake of the country's recent unrest following the assassination of Haiti's president. The nation is, of course, still struggling as well after the massive earthquake in August that killed thousands. ABC's Phil Lipoff leads us off tonight from outside the Haitian consulate here in New York.
Tonight, Haitian authorities telling ABC News that 17 missionaries were kidnapped overnight by a gang in Haiti. The Haitian government saying they suspect the 400 Moozo gang is responsible. Ohio-based Christian Aid Ministries confirming that among the missionaries were 16 Americans and 1 Canadian, 5 of them children, all on their way back from a visit to an orphanage. The State Department saying it's aware of the kidnapping reports and that the welfare and safety of U.S. citizens abroad is one of the highest priorities of the Department of State.
First few hours are very critical in any hostage taking.
Former FBI agent and crisis management expert Richard Frankel was involved in negotiating the release of a U.S. missionary from Haiti in 2005.
Haitian gangs have been kidnapping since the early 2000s, if not before that. Their intent is to make money. They are doing these kidnappings for ransom, for money. No politics are involved. It's not terrorism. Their goal is to make as much money as they can from the hostage taking.
Haiti has faced a number of crises in recent months. The president there assassinated in July. In August, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake killed more than 2,200 people and destroyed more than 50,000 homes, all contributing to a rise in gang violence now plaguing the country. By some estimates, gangs now control roughly half of the capital city of Port-au-Prince.
Quite an increase in violence there. Phil Lipoff joins us now from outside the Haitian consulate. And Phil, it seems like there's this correlation between more gangs in Haiti and this surge in kidnappings.
Yeah, pretty significant one, Lindsay. A Haitian human rights organization tells us it's been a sharp increase in kidnappings this year, more than 600 so far, 117 last month alone. And a Haitian presidential source has told us there have been no demands made by that suspected gang in this kidnapping. However, also tonight, the whereabouts of the 17 kidnapped remain unknown. Lindsay.
Phil, thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here.
Okay, there you go on that video and that report. We are going to switch gears now and let's take a look at the weather across the United States for this Monday. As you can see, there is some dryness near New Hampshire and along Maine, kinda, but then you see some rain and a little bit of mixed precipitation as well, but all dry in the middle of the United States. A little bit of rain here and rain/thunderstorms here, and then mixed precipitation here with rain and thunderstorms along the side here and some regular rain as well with mixed precipitation over here. Otherwise, the middle part of the United States looks dry. And that is a look at your weather across the United States for this Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. And we are going to switch gears now, and let's take a look at this video. Celebrate National Pasta Month. Who loves pasta?
That Jake from State Farm costume is amazing.
So is getting to toe with your
I had to try and get this down a little fast. I mean, I'm really enjoying this way too much. Back now at GMA's Pasta Palooza. National Pasta Month is all October long, but tomorrow is actually National Pasta Day, and here to get the pasta party started is Chef Glenn Rolnick, the executive chef at Carmine's right here in New York City. Welcome, Chef.
Thank you. Good morning, America.
Good morning is right with a little penne. You're making penne alla vodka. It's such an iconic pasta dish, but you're spicing it up this morning. What are you doing? What's added in the secret recipe here?
Yes, we sure are. We're kicking it up a notch today. We're using spicy Italian sausage and, of course, crushed red pepper flakes. You can also, instead of the spicy Italian sausage, if you decide, we can swap it out. We have mushrooms, we have eggplant, we have grilled chicken, we have sweet chicken sausage. Your choice. We like the spicy Italian sausage. All right. So I'm going to get it going for you, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So right now we have olive oil. Okay, we use regular olive oil or light olive oil. You don't want to use the extra virgin. High smoking point, low smoking point, just burns too quickly. So right now we're starting with garlic and onions, okay? Get that in. Nice amount. Give it a quick saute. All right, fresh herbs, of course. So we're going to put in fresh basil, fresh parsley. All right? You can, what I like to do is a little trick. I keep some of my basil in the freezer. It freezes great to have, always available for you. All right, so we're going to hit this, give it a quick saute. In the sake of TV, we gave it a quick saute ahead. So now, Fiesta Resistance. We have the vodka.
Yeah, so what's obviously you can't have the vodka sauce without the vodka. What's the secret here and how you add this to the dish?
Right, the vodka's added. We want to try and flame it out, so we always have the flame high. The alcohol cooks out, but you want the flavor. It cuts down on the bitterness a little bit of the sauce. So that's why we add the vodka at this point in time. So we're going to add the vodka in, maybe get a little flame here. There we go. We got our flame.
Hello.
All right.
All right.
It's hard to make it, though, a sober October when National Pasta Month, too. And, Chef, not just any tomato will do. What's the perfect pick?
Whoa, little hot. Okay,
wipe your eyebrows.
We're going to pick the Italian plum tomatoes, okay? We use a Pomodoro tomato, Italian sweet plum tomato, no skin on it. We're going to add that in. It helps with the sweetness of the dish. You want it to be nice and sweet, tender. So we're going to add that in. Again, it cuts the cooking time also because it's sweet, it's tender, it's soft. So we put this in. flavor, we want to put in a little bit more flavor. We put in nice red pepper flakes, salt and pepper.
And Chef, what we've got here on set is delicious, by the way. Chef, I'm jumping in real quick. Tell us, what are the final touches there? What's the secret ingredient to finish off the dish?
Thank you. So we're definitely going to add some heavy cream in here. All right. Sorry, I made a little mess of the table. All right. Fresh
I'm doing the
basil,
same
of
thing here.
course.
It's okay.
Fresh parsley. Then, of course, our pasta's got to be ready, so we have to have that heated up a little bit. All right. Stir this in. Okay, and then we have a sauce finished already. So what we do is our pasta's here, all ready to go. We take it, we're going to add it into our sauce.
And we are so delighted to be. I'm kind of embarrassed because I've almost finished my plate here. Chef Glenn, thank you so much. Be sure to check out this recipe on our website, goodmorningamerica.com. Thank you, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Rock.
Okay, and there you go on that video. Looks yummy. National Pasta Month. I love pasta. What about you guys? Comment below and let us know. And let's take a look at this video. The cast of Girl from the North Country performs a medley of Bob Dylan songs on GMA. Let's take a look.
We are all very excited about this. We are back now on GMA with a special performance from Girl from the North Country. The show is back on Broadway and reimagines the legendary songs of the one and only Bob Dylan. Here they are, guys, the cast performing a medley: Hurricane, License to Kill, and Slow Train.
Pistol shots ring out in the ballroom. Enter Patty Valentine on the floor. She sees the bartender in a pool of blue. Cries out, "My God, they killed them all." Here comes the story of the hurricane. The man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put in a prison cell, but one time he could have been champion of the world. 3 bodies lying there, there's Patty C. And another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. I didn't do what he said, and he throws up his hands. I was only robbing the register. I hope you understand. I saw him leaving, he says, and he stops. One of us had better call up the cops. And so Patty calls the cops. And they arrive on the scene with their red lights flashing in the hot New Jersey night.
There's a one love on my block. Train. She just sit there. Slow. And like rose skin. Train. She say, ooh, but
everyone.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. So, very good job, the cast of Girl from North Country performing. And we are going to switch some gears now, and let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker are engaged. Let's take a listen to that video and that report.
Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker are headed for the altar. The lovebirds got engaged Sunday evening after Travis proposed on the beach in Montecito, California. Kourtney confirmed the news on her Instagram page, writing simply, "Forever" in her caption, alongside 2 romantic snaps of her and her new fiancé embracing amid a massive display of red roses. The news follows an active weekend for the couple. On Saturday night, Kourtney supported her rocker beau's Saturday Night Live performance with Young Thug in New York City, where they snapped a slew of playful photos in Travis's dressing room backstage. This will be Kourtney's first marriage. She and ex Scott Disick were together on and off for nearly a decade and have 3 children, 11-year-old Mason, 9-year-old Penelope, and 6-year-old Rain. Travis was previously wed to Melissa Kennedy from 2001 to 2002 and Shayna Moakler from 2004 to 2008. He and Shayna share 17-year-old son Landon and 15-year-old daughter Alabama, as well as Shayna's 22-year-old daughter Atiana from a previous relationship. Alabama posted a snap of Kourtney showing off her ring and a wide grin while getting a kiss on the cheek from Travis. The teen shared her excitement in a heartfelt message, writing, "So happy for you guys. I love you both." Kourtney's sister, Kim Kardashian, gave fans an even closer look at the oval-shaped sparkler as the bride and groom shared a lengthy lip lock. The 42-year-old Bush founder and the 45-year-old Blink-182 drummer were friends for years before confirming their romance on Valentine's Day 2021. The pair has seemed inseparable ever since and also enjoys spending time with their blended family. Congrats to the soon-to-be Mr. and Mrs.
Okay, there you go. Congratulations to them. And that does it for this Monday edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Thank you for tuning in for this Monday edition of The Morning Show with Riley King. Have a great rest of your Monday and see you back here next time for another edition of The Morning Show with Riley King.